Hey everybody, welcome back to Facetious. This is episode 41, and today we are going to discuss, what are we going to discuss? Presidential debates, pumpkin spice, because y'all know it's that time, Mike's Cookie Shop, and for the first time in a long time, we actually have a video guest on. So all this and more on episode 41 of Facetious. And welcome back, everybody. This is Larry, a.k.a. Bluemanrule. I am ecstatic to be with you again this evening, the evening of Monday, October 3rd, 2016 at approximately 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I am joined today, as usual, by my main Damie from the East Coast. He is none other than my cookie consultant. It's Mike, a.k.a. Scarfinger, a.k.a. Real Talk. What's up, dog?
I'm hungry.
So if you hear some munching, that is him. The other guy you just saw laughing, he has been around OFR for so very, very long. He is the lead man now over at the 40 Cast, and he actually has some motorcycle musings and ramblings on YouTube. It is none other than Matt, a.k.a. Devious Mr. Matt. What's going on, player?
Hey, thanks for having me on. It's been a long time since I've been on one of your shows.
I know it, man. It's been
a long time since I've been on the 40 Cast.
It's been, you know what? It's got to change.
Yeah, right. Exactly, man. So,
and I actually drink now. So, I don't drink no beer. I mean,
yeah. As long as you drink something, that's all we care.
Hey, man, Glovebox is always running around here and drinking this apple Crown Royal or something. He's drinking honey Crown Royal on episode 300. Oh, congrats on 300, by the way.
Thank you.
I just listened to it today, man. Must feel really good, man, getting all the way up to the 300. How's it feel?
It's kind of a relief now because, it's kind of like, at first the goal was 200, and we did that. And then Denny and Vic left. And now we got to episode 300, and it's almost the same thing. Like, all right, we got to 300, so how much longer now can we go? Can we do more? And we'll see how far it goes here, how far we can roll.
Yeah, man. No, it's awesome. For folks who don't know, the 40 Cast, my man, a.k.a. Vic Joe, was the man who started the 40 Cast, and it was the very first breakout podcast. So, we had OFR proper, but it was the very first podcast that actually split off from the OFR main. Proof Your Point came along not too far after that. But it was the very first one. And, of course, the Geeks for the Win was the first podcast that actually started outside of us that we picked up. So the 40 Cast is a staple of OFR. And we've kind of made jokes because they used to just rotate guests in from tons of different podcasts. But they're kind of like the Walmart greeter of OFR. Like, they say hi to everybody. They bring everybody in. And, then we just let the community do the rest. So, but no, man. So it's awesome. So, yeah, like I said, congrats on that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, it's awesome stuff. And Matt, man,
hold on before you move on.
Okay, my bad.
Somebody else just released episode 300.
Oh, my dude, Mike, aka Scarfinger, just released episode.
Me, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
I said, my bad, dog. My bad, dog. You right, because I actually listened to 300 and everything, man. And you had my boy Double A back on the mic. It's
yeah, wild. I went and got Double A for 300, and then Pimp couldn't make it, and it just like, oh man.
Yeah.
But because Pimp got held up at work, so he couldn't make it. But I had been planning to get Double A on the show for a while. The reason why it took 300 so long to come out is because Double A, like you said on the show, he had moved, he had none of his stuff set up and stuff like that. So we was waiting on him. So, yeah, we got it taken care of, and I did the show with Blay and Scott. Even though, of course, Scott don't say too much.
Right, he was back there enjoying the show like I was.
yeah. So, but Scott don't say too much. And then at the end of the show, he sent us a message, but his baby woke up and started crying, so he wasn't at the end of the show at all.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Darn it, man. Well, I mean, I completely understand that. Shout outs to Simpson because I think he's going to try to listen to the show live or try to watch the show live. So I don't know, Scarf, you can get in the chat. If you can't get in the chat, that's cool. I'll try to get in the chat. But
I can see the chat. Anybody watching right now?
Okay. But yeah, so Yeah, man. So yeah, congrats on 300. Everybody just hitting 300.
Long as Ace don't show up, I mean, the Pop-Tarts may have the Pop-Tarts may have conjured him. It may conjure him eventually. But,
right. You say Pop-Tarts 3 times in a row and he'll show up.
No, you say bubblies because Ace be getting the bubblies when he be eating them Pop-Tarts too late at night. He'd be like, "Hold on, y'all, I got the bubblies." But yes, and also, man, I mean, since we're talking about numbers, I was listening to the Married Gamers Presents, which is Lefty Brown's jam, and he's been he had Rashani on and
shout out
Alfred
to my man
on
Rashani.
For sure.
And Alfred, because I was actually on Gamer Husbands once, and I actually was quiet for a whole 15 minutes, and I didn't say a word while they talked about the tornado.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's first ever. Scar.
And I wasn't even muted. I was just quiet. I let them talk about the tornado and stuff, and then we talked about some real stuff.
Right. Now the reason I bring them up is because they're also part of OFR, and guess what? Those guys just did episode 399 that I observed. So I'm waiting in my feed to see when 400 gets updated. So when that gets updated, I'm gonna give them an early congratulations for that because 400 episodes is a long stretch. I mean, Matt, all I'm saying, bro, we got to stretch it out to make it reach, man. 400.
I mean, I probably crossed that a while ago. I mean, I do 4 podcasts now.
I know it, man, and it's crazy. And just the tips I can't find on Podcast Republic, so I'm gonna have to just go to Podomatic, I guess, and download that thing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Just the Tips podcasts, but it ain't us. So we gotta figure out how to pull that off.
Right, exactly. I'll have to do something. But no, man. So Matt,
don't listen last week though.
Don't listen to last week.
It never happened.
Man, I got killed. I got killed so bad in fantasy football, man. I almost quit.
Man, let me tell you.
Both leagues, I got destroyed.
Let me tell you. This is what happened to me. I have on my squad Matt Ryan and Matt Jones, and both of them sitting on my bench. And Matt Ryan had 47 points in the OFR league this week. 47 points, bro. Look, I'm playing Vlad Hammer, who just retweeted us. Thanks, Vlad Hammer. I appreciate it. He is up on me 15 points now, simply because I played Drew Brees instead of Matt Ryan. Now, who in their right mind would normally play Matt Ryan?
Ace.
He mad now. Ace done dropped it. What up, Ace? What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? But yeah, so I just
want to say this.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say this real quick. On my ESPN league, I got Julio,
300 yards receiving on 12 catches. Like, is that right? No, I think he had more catches than that, but I know he had 300 yards even. Like, that's just ridiculous.
No. I think it was something to that effect.
Okay, and then Matt Ryan had 500 passing yards, dog. 500. That's tough. Like, I'm sitting over there sick. Like, I could have had 27 more points because Drew Brees only got me 20 points and some change. I could have had 27 more points just by switching my QB.
You could have just laid waste to the whole league that day.
It'd been over. Absolutely over, Matt. But I'm telling you, I got 2 people playing tonight. I got Sterling Shepard from the Giants and Kyle Rudolph from the Vikings, and they're projected to pull in 10 apiece. So if I could just get them to pull in their average or their 10 apiece, close to their projections, I'm good to go. You know what I mean? Because Vlad doesn't have anyone playing tonight. So that's my goal. I'm trying to win. I don't know how much. I don't know if I'm gonna win or not. But Matt, you about to win on Saturday, man. It's about to be your birthday, dog.
This last Saturday, yesterday.
Oh, was it this last Saturday? Okay. Okay, cool. So
him and Scott have the same birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did you do?
Man, what did we do? I drank a lot of goddamn beer is one thing I did.
Right. But I mean, what did you do something different from every other day? Go ahead.
I can't say I went to the casino neither because we went to the casino. We went to the casino Friday night. All right, to go down. And they have a drawing every month, and my name was in the drawing this month. And we ended up winning. I won $500 in free play.
Oh, yeah. Did you turn that into something?
Jack from it, though.
Man. Come on, man.
Those slot machines were not hitting this time. So we spent a couple of hundred. We spent some money Friday night, that free money. And then Saturday went spent the rest of the free money, and we didn't get shit. I was so disappointed. I was.
So Matt, you don't play the tables? Like when I go, I like to play blackjack and I like to play craps. So you don't play the tables?
I like playing blackjack, but the casino that we go to is called a Racino. It doesn't have the table.
Yeah.
Slot machines. I gotta go downtown. If I go downtown, they get all the tables and they got the roulette, the blackjack, and all that stuff there. So I'll play blackjack downtown.
Okay.
But the problem is you gotta get there. If you go Friday night or Saturday night to blackjack, it's like $20 minimum bet.
Oh, okay. Dang.
So, but if you go there in the day, it's they do like $5 and $10 bets.
Right.
So
right.
Cheaper to go during the day and that. But yeah, I'll play the cards all the time. But the slot machines, it's nice. You sit there, you can order a drink at the slot machine. They bring out a beer and all kinds of great stuff. That's what I like.
The only thing is we have casinos here too. The only thing is because I went. Me and my wife, we went once. The only thing I hate is the smoke, man. Like generally in Oklahoma, we have the rules to where you can't smoke anywhere, like inside of a restaurant or inside of a public gathering place. But for some reason in the casinos, that rule is because it's tribal land. It's subverted. They don't have to follow that rule. And dude, let me tell you,
that would suck.
Oh, it kills me, man. The smoke kills me. It triggers my allergies, so my eyes always itch. It hurts my throat. And I just, it's so bad. It is so bad, man.
We've got no smoking in the casinos here. There's no smoking in Ohio inside buildings. Okay. So you can't smoke at the casino. But they've got like outdoor areas full of machines that people can smoke there. I can't believe how crowded they are. Where you can smoke. It is packed out there all the time. People out there just one after another on them cigarettes, man. Now, you know what? Maybe I should go there one time with my cigar. Get one of my big fat cigars, go to the smoking area and sit there in the machine one day.
You gonna contribute to all of the damage that you're doing to everybody. Man, it's just like forget it.
Exactly. I'm good.
That's all right, man. I ain't mad at you. Well, man, I'm happy to hear you had a good time. I hate to hear you didn't take that 500 and turn into like $2,000, right?
The machines were just not kind to me this past weekend.
Man, that's tough, man. But I tell you, man, like I said, my uncle, he had a really good method. Like I told him to write a book. He has a method on how to win at the slot machines. And because every time he goes, he used to win at least $400 every single time. Damn. There were times when he would win $2,000.
Yeah.
He would do that. He would do that a couple of times a week. Like legit. Actually legit. And it's not going in there cheating or playing. It's just understanding, recognizing when to tell, when the momentum is going for you, when it's not, when to tell when the machine is hot, when it's not, all of that stuff, man. So it's pretty cool, man. It's a layman's way to interpret it too. So yeah, I'll have to get him to write that book because it's really good.
I know when we go, I try to avoid the video slot machines. I like the ones that are real slots,
Yep.
Because they got triggers on them that reset and do stuff in that. Whereas the video machines, it's just a random number generator that decides if you're going to win or not. And what
right. And
the mechanical slots, they actually have something in them that do stuff. Yeah,
and that's absolutely right, because when I was working at State and I used to help with the estimating the tribal gaming revenue, that was one thing that they talked about, whether it was electronic or analog, because electronic would be programmed to actually submit a reward every certain number of times, but the analog machines actually had a physical trigger, and so it's different. And the physical trigger would actually kind of have a tendency after a certain number of pulls or whatever to like snap and hit. So yeah, man, absolutely. But he has methods on how to do them both. So
I would like to again know more about that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's pretty good at it. He's pretty good. Now, Matt. Now, listen. I want to tell people. So a while back, you started your YouTube channel, Matt's Motorcycle Ramblings, because you always used to tell people on the 40 cast, people out here crazy, they can't drive, and you used to talk about
beer cans at me and stuff.
And so you were like, forget it. I'm getting a GoPro or I'm getting a helmet cam, and I'm about to put this stuff on YouTube so people see what I see every day when I drive. And I tell you, man, so everybody check it out. It's Devious Mr. Matt on YouTube. It's the same as his tag down there to catch him on Twitter. You just check him out.
Yeah, so all one word, Devious Mr. Matt on YouTube. And you'll see my videos there and my good crash video that's up.
And that's what I was about to tell people. Look here, man. I watched the crash video, and let me tell you guys,
bruh.
Whoo, tough, Matt, dude. Like, it's a blessing that you are like fine today. Seriously, man. Dude, when you hit the ground, okay, guys. So playing a lot of football and stuff, and just like one of my first jobs was on the roof. It was like, hey, anytime you hit the ground, roll. But the way Matt's accident happened, it happened so quick. Dude just jotted right out in front of you. You can see Matt slam on his brakes, but then he flipped over the car. Not only did he flip over the car, but his bike flipped over the car too.
Yeah.
And Matt hit the ground, and there was no rolling. It was just like, it was flat.
I smacked on that ground, and I tell you what, the first 30 seconds is pretty rough because I'm sitting there wailing in pain and everything like that. And the wind just got knocked out of me. And I was freaked, the adrenaline and everything like that, And it took me a few minutes, and after I could realize, my fingers were moving, my toes were moving, stuff like that, I kind of thought, okay, well, I'm fairly okay right now.
Yeah.
But man, my lower back was just on fire. I was in so much damn pain in my lower back. It was bad.
Boy, and you could hear him. He said, "Oh, my back!" Like, I don't know. It's just like, "Oh God, oh my back!" Like literally 20 times. And I'm thinking that's a low number of times for me if I would have said that, if that would happen to me, because it would have been tough. But
I'm weak. I'm a weak man. I ain't afraid to admit. I am.
No. I'm saying I would have said it at least 40 times. I already know, man. But you did the smart thing because you stayed still. Like, you didn't know what was going on, so he stayed still. And you guys need to watch that video because I'm telling you, it is just like tough, because when you hear, and what's amazing is that camera kept rolling. Like, that camera's pretty dang tough too, bro. Like, that camera kept rolling. Like, the camera hit the ground.
It's just the sound of that crunch.
I know it, dog. Oh,
that crunch was like, maybe I shouldn't be watching this.
I know it. I was like, ooh. But you know what? It made me. I was better able to watch it knowing that Matt had been going to the chiropractor, and he was pretty much, getting, a lot better. So for me to watch it, knowing that the end outcome is that he's better, it made it easier. But it is tough to watch it first.
I'm really lucky that there's no permanent damage, no broken bones, no broken ribs, no cuts, no scrapes, no bruises. I mean, you wouldn't have looked at me and figured I was in a motorcycle accident like that the next day.
Right.
I was in a lot of pain. I was hard to walk and that and everything, but I am so blessed and so lucky. Yeah,
man. I was like, boy, let me tell you, like, I've been in some regular like bicycle accidents, but boy, that was tough because I've hit the ground and rolled before, but like he didn't roll. It was like flat, and he was there, and everything came back, but the camera kept rolling. So, and now if people are like, is he still riding a bike? Yes. He went out and he bought another bike.
A month later, I bought a new motorcycle.
He bought another bike. He's out riding again, and just back to the craziness that's ensuing in the Cincinnati streets. So
making more videos and everything. And I learned a lot about people on the internet from my motorcycle crash video. Just by going through the comments on that YouTube video. Wow. You know what? I wish I knew everything like these people that comment on my video. I wish I was smart as them. I mean, these guys must...
Especially on Facebook. On Facebook, Facebook is just full of experts on everything. It's like, wow, I didn't know that all of y'all knew all of this about law.
And you gotta sue the man. Sue him for what? He's got nothing. He's got no insurance. Right. No driver's license. He ain't got nothing. I'll let my insurance take care of everything.
Right.
And all this, press charges. What for? What's that?
All right. What's that going to do? And you talked about that on the 40 cast before as well. You were like, I don't even know. But you're right. Like, if you want immediate resolution, then pursue through your own company. They will subrogate or demand the money back from the other party. So just go ahead and do what you got to do to get done and moved on with you. Will you have to suffer deductible? Yes. If they get the money back, you will be reimbursed. So it's that simple.
My insurance company, it's a big insurance company. They got the big lawyers. They got the resources to go after and get the money from the guy.
Absolutely.
Let them take care of that crap.
Right.
I'm not going to go for what amount I have to sue this guy to get money back from the attorney and all this other stuff. I would never see it again.
Right. And so no, man, I just, I'm happy you're okay, man. I'm happy you're good. I'm happy you're back, rolling just fine, dude. I know Barb is a little bit upset that you're still riding the bike, but hey,
Yeah, she wasn't too. When I came home with that new motorcycle, she wasn't too happy.
Right.
But she told me, after, riding around, coming home with it, she said, this is the first time since your accident that you've been smiling and in a good mood.
See, well, there it is. So, and that's good, man. That's good that she realized that, you kind of need that outlet, because for me, gaming is my outlet, podcasting is my outlet, and I work out every day. That helps too. But I'm telling you, man, it's good. It's good that she recognized that. And like I said, man, I'm happy you back, because y'all clowning just as much on the 40 cast because episode 300 was crazy and wild as usual. So it's awesome though, man. So
yeah.
Now let me ask you, Matt. The fall is like my favorite time of the year, and
mine too.
And I don't know if Scar knows he's still on mute. He probably does. Okay, he unmuted.
No, I'm not. I'm not on mute no more. I mean, the fall is the shit. I mean, it's when my birthday is. So
see, there you go.
Fuck your fall.
But okay, so let me ask you guys. All right, so I've been having weather today. The high was 80 degrees. Like it's like 60 to 70. Well, yeah, sub 70 in the morning. Is it sweats weather yet? Is it sweats weather yet? Because that's why I look forward to the fall.
Man, it's always sweats weather. I'm fat, nigga. Shit. Like, what do you want me to put on some jeans? Fuck out of here. No.
Hey, am I the only dude when they say, "Hey, it's jeans day at work"? I'm like, and I don't take joy in wearing jeans, dog. I just don't. Like,
I love jeans. I love jeans. And I love sweats too. I love coming home in the wintertime. I see 80 degrees, 70 degrees. That's not sweats weather. That's still shorts weather for me.
Right. Exactly. I'm thinking 65. So, around 65 down to, below. I can rock some sweats and I can be good. But yeah, man, I just love, because that's my favorite thing. Getting up Saturday morning, I work out, I come back home, do whatever I need to do. I sit there, I shower, I sit down, I throw on some sweats, watch football. Like that's my Saturday, man. That's my Saturday. I love it.
Shit. Now that I'm not working, it's either some sweats or some basketball shorts, or some basketball shorts under some sweats, just in case y'all want to get dunked on in the name of laziness. But
hey, that's what my boys did. My boys always, look, when we grew up in Milwaukee, because we had nothing but athletes, look, that's all we did. Every player, every kid who played on the basketball team, no, we didn't even agree on this, but we always had shorts on under our pants, because you never knew when the game could break out.
For me, it was high school. Like I always kept like my gym shorts on. So like if I had gym that day, I could just take my pants off, because I wasn't really, I'm really trying to undress in front of these niggas. So I just would, I would just wear my gym shorts underneath my pants and go about my business. So I got used to doing that every day. So for years, I couldn't wear pants, especially jeans, without some shorts underneath. I just recently got out of that, but not all the time. I still do it. More often than not, I at least got some shorts on underneath.
See, okay. That's what I always knew, that I was in trouble. My friends and I, when we was out, we'd be out to, up to the park playing basketball or something like that. And we'd try to play with some other guys or something like that. And we always knew we was in trouble when they take their sweats off and their shorts on underneath. And we're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because you can't, look,
we're done.
There's the rule. The guy who wears his sweats to the actual game, you know what he about.
Right.
He's just that dude is just there to shoot. He ain't there to pass. He ain't there to dribble all day. He just there to shoot. He's gonna catch and shoot. He can't put the ball through his legs. It might hit his pants and mess his dribble up. So the guy who wears his pants to the game is just there to shoot. He's the Obama type, because Obama is the type. He wears his sweats to play ball, and he don't wear shorts. Obama is just there to shoot.
Man, my audio.
Yep.
Guys, there we go. My bad. My audio had messed up. That was me.
Okay.
My audio. I was over here doing the dribbling, and I yanked my cord out. That's what that dude in the sweats be doing all day long, dog. He sit in the gym watching the game like this, dog. That's all he do all day.
But during the game, he's just there to shoot.
Right. That's it.
That's all he's there for. That's all he's there for. He ain't there to do nothing else. And you know, the guy that wants his Tims, he gonna foul, and he gonna foul hard. The guy with the football player with the football jersey on, he gonna foul.
Oh yeah. You come up and he giving you all forearm every foul. Every foul. Because you don't foul that on the part. You don't foul that.
He gonna hit you with all the forearm and be like, I ain't touch you.
Right.
No, you hit with your forearm.
I was just to tell people, look here, man, because you know people always want to, give them fouls, but then they don't ever want to take it. So I'm like, look here, I'm gonna D you up hard. Period. If I foul you, call it. I'll give it to you. You don't call it, I ain't giving it to you. Cool. Let's go. I give him the disclaimer up front. But if I fouled him like really egregiously, like really hard, to be like, that was on me. You know, like
no, you know what I do? My only goal as a defender is to stay between you and the basket.
Right. Like
you're not gonna dunk on me. Like if you're fast enough to go around me, you got it, player.
Right.
That's you. That's all you. But you're not gonna dunk on me. And,
I hear you.
And if you do a step back and you can shoot, have fun. Steph Curry would get 1,000,000 points on me because I am only here to be in between you and the basket. That's it.
I love it, man. I love it because it's funny because when we were playing it with Wook, we had a lot of people on the team all the time, but we would always have a mix of people on the team. So it'd be everyone from African Americans, Native Americans, Caucasian. It didn't matter. But the thing is, I loved it when I rolled up with like one of my boys who was not African American, and we're like, hey man, let's go play with somebody. And then other people looking, they judging like, oh, that dude don't look like he can hoop. But I'm kicking it out to my boy Craig, and he just lighting them up. And they just like, what's going on? I'm like, hey, you ain't gonna hold him. He gonna hit it all day long. He gonna hit it. So I loved it, man. I loved it. But no, that was way too much fun. So enough. But I just wanted to know if it was sweat season. So apparently, according to Matt, I don't think it's sweat season yet.
Not in Texas, or not 80 degree, 70 degree weather. That's not to me. That's not sweat weather.
I wear mine during the summer. I don't care what I look like.
You wear sweats in the summer? Are you trying to like steam lose some weight? Because like I generally cut the grass in the summer using long sleeves and long pants intentionally to build up extra sweat to lose weight.
See, here's what I would do. I have been known to cut grass in sweats and a sleeveless t-shirt. It's just how it goes.
Okay. All right, man. Okay, so you know what else went down though on Monday night a week ago tonight was the presidential debates. Now, Matt, I had this on the agenda before I knew you guys were going to talk about it on the 40 cast. And listen, those debates were for me an exercise in patience. But just utter hilarity. So
they were the most out of control, hilarious thing. It was like watching a real live Saturday Night Live skit. You know,
right?
I mean, it was,
and the actual Saturday Night Live skit was extremely accurate.
It was.
I didn't see it. Now I know what I got to look at now. Yeah. I know what I got to look at now.
Alec Baldwin nailed Trump.
He nailed Trump.
I've heard that he's going to beat Trump through the end of the elections on Saturday Night Live.
After this performance, I can't imagine anybody else doing it.
No, he really did perfect. He had the lips, the pouty lips. He had the look. He had the mannerisms, the speech, everything. He nailed it good.
It's so funny, man, because I was listening to the debate and I was listening to people saying, well, and Trump, when he started off, when he was calm. And he was, reading from the teleprompter. He sounded as if
he sounded very good.
He sounded much better than he had sounded in the past. But as time went on, he devolved into the Donald that we know. Yeah. And See, here's the thing. You guys know me coming from Prove Your Point and loving around the horn and stuff. You know, when you out of time, you out of time. Like
Right.
if you tell me if you're in the middle of something, now look, every time that like he did that to Lester Holt. Like if a moderator did that to me, like if somebody did that to me as a moderator, I'm muting your mic. I'm daring you to say something else. Like I'm muting your mic. I'm deducting time from you next time. Like, look, man, you gotta follow and this is why I told people I didn't want to watch it, because the decorum of the debate to me is very, very important because it allows both sides to equally present their argument. When you disrespect that, then the listeners and everyone else, it's a disservice to. So
yeah. Here's my problem. Here's my problem with the whole thing of the debate.
Mm-hmm.
Who is undecided at this point? Like, you know who your candidate is. You know what their positions are. There was nothing for you to learn from this debate. So I don't. At this point, like a lot of times in presidential elections, the debates help you get to know your people more. But we live in a 24-hour news cycle now, and there is nothing about these candidates that you wanted to know that you don't know. You know all of their positions. You know who they are. You know who they are to each other. You know the fact that they homies and out here pretending like they hate each other, which is preposterous. So that's why I have nothing. Nothing against like people who really care about this stuff, but I'm not watching a single second of these debates. I watched the first Republican debate for the comedy. And I watched it for the comedy only. I mean, because I knew watching that Republican debate, I won't vote for none of them. Like, none of them. Yeah. And I mean, like I said, 24-hour news cycle. You know who your people are. You know who you want to represent you, and ain't no debate gonna change that. No. So there's no point. There's no point in having debates other than to continuously hammer home what so many people don't want to come to terms with, that you have somebody who is overqualified for the job and someone is that's underqualified for the job. Both seem to be liars. Both are crooks, and we have a very, very like the choice is just like like what are we like I mean, most people who I know, they're not voting for someone, they're voting against someone, and that's crazy. Like the fact that I don't feel that strongly about Hillary, but I can't let Trump win. Or the other way around, and that's just how people are right now. But these debates aren't needed, and no matter what happens, every side is gonna claim they won.
Of course,
which happened, and it just ends up it ends up not helping anybody. Like what does any of this stuff help at this point? Like we live in a news cycle where we're fed this information over and over and over again, and they didn't do anything to change the positions we already knew that they took. Right. Except for Trump and his tax. That was the only thing that really came out of this that was like, ooh, really? Okay. That was pretty much it.
Okay. Well, Matt, we'll get your take on it. Before we do, though, I just want to say what up to my boy Simpson, my boy Will. They didn't drop in here. Will said tomorrow it could be 40 degrees outside, so it could be sweats weather for your boy.
Now that's sweats weather.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So
you can put your bullet hole hoodie on.
But I need to get one of them, man. I need to get one of them. I'm gonna see if Fedio's gonna sell those. But go ahead, Matt. What you think?
I got to echo everything that Scar just said about the debates. I mean, you're not going to sway the hardcore Trump, the hardcore Hillary people one way or the other on these debates. They're not going to change from watching, especially this past Monday, who they're going to vote for. Both sides are going to claim they won. The undecided.
Who is undecided at this point?
There's a lot, man. There's a lot.
There's going to be people that not until they get in that voting booth, they don't know who they're going to vote for, and they're just going to pick a name. And those are the people that are scary. Those people right there.
No, you know who the undecided are the people who thought about Gary Johnson and he keeps putting his foot in his mouth. Those are the undecided.
Well, that. Shout out to my boy Denny, aka Loose Screw, because he was on the 40. He loves him from Gary Johnson. Well, at least the best option of the three. So
he keeps saying stuff, and you're just like, are you smart enough to even run for this?
It's almost like having Sarah Palin running again.
Exactly.
Oh, really? See, I've never heard Gary talk, so I don't know. I don't even know what's up.
Yo, he done said some dumb stuff, but I mean, ain't no point of talking about him because it ain't like he ain't even gonna make it to the debates. Like he don't have that much of a backing to make it to the debates. So we good.
We good.
He'll get some votes. He'll steal some votes from somebody, but who's going to vote him for is not it's not really known yet. Who's going to get the votes from? He's going to take votes from either Trump or Hillary.
Yeah, there's some people who are going to vote third party just to make a statement.
Yes,
and I guarantee you to be at least 10% of the population, of the voting population. Yeah, I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, he'll get a significant number. He ain't going to have to win, but he'll get a significant number. And it's
didn't he need like a 13% to be in the debates, and he hit that? He couldn't even get to 13.
Yeah, I mean, you need that to get in the debates, but you can do anything. You can be on the ballot, and that's
no, bro. I'm telling you like this. I saw what happened to Mitt Romney, and I still say that this is a Romney situation. Mitt Romney was a bad boy until the actual election happened, and they were like, no. The American public just went no.
No, thank you, sir. That is basically what they said.
Yeah, so I think that's what we're in for again. I think Trump is a plant just to ensure a Hillary victory, and no matter who gets it, they're both homies. They were both going to probably do somewhat of the same things. And we say that Trump is the one that can't be bought. But, I mean, with the release of the little bit of the tax returns, and we see all those losses he had, he got to get that money back from somebody. So you're saying he can't be bought. Somebody paid for that.
Right.
Like, yeah, one of the years he had over 900 million loss.
Yeah, man. Just the bankruptcy, all the talk. Shout out to Simpson who was talking about Johnson didn't get that 13% of the vote because he failed geography. He don't know.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you're right. It seems like a very Sarah Palin-ish thing. Like Sarah Palin, where I used to work in public storage, and this lady. She came in and she seemed really intelligent. She said she was a writer, and she wrote books and stuff like that. Some of them political, some of them not. And she was talking about how she worked for the McCain campaign. Mm. And like this lady who I thought was actually really smart, we had a very, very smart conversation. And then during that conversation, she said she worked for the campaign. So I asked her, I was like, so Sarah Palin, a deal breaker or deal maker for you? Mm-hmm. And she was like, I love Sarah Palin. She was like, she was the reason why I devoted my time to the campaign. Wow. And she went into all of this stuff. I mean, of course, she just vehemently disliked Obama. Mm-hmm. But she went in depth of how she doesn't like Obama. So I'm like, okay, lady, I get it. I'm like, okay, hey, I get it.
Right, I got it.
yeah, I got it. Good. Whatever. Yeah, and she went into all of these reasons why she thought Sarah Palin was a great pick by McCain, and how she was looking forward to Sarah Palin being that much closer to the presidency. And I lost all respect for her in that moment.
In that moment, huh? So you just went to immediately judge her as much as you could.
I mean, Sarah Palin couldn't name a magazine or a newspaper when asked. Like,
yeah, really.
And she thought, yeah, because they were like, because you're in Alaska and, do you read stuff to try to keep up with what's going on with the Continental? And she was like, yeah. And so, okay, so what do you read? All of them. Like, that was her answer. She couldn't even name. I mean, like she couldn't even name like USA
The
Today
Times
or
or
something.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like come on, like I need you today. Give me one. Like, you know what I mean?
National Enquirer.
Right? Yeah. Does that count? Does that? I was just about to say. Does that count?
Yeah, this ain't Family Feud. Like you don't have to get the answer in a few seconds. Like
She
you
want one
can
of the top two,
take some time, narrow this shit down, and just give it one. Just give it
she
one.
wanted the top two, and she was feeling the pressure, man.
Yeah,
she could
just
get it.
Just USA Today or something like that. That's all you gotta do. Just just give me one. That's all I need you to do.
Well,
and the fact that she thought that Africa was a country.
What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so let me say this. I want to say this about the debates though. There was one point of the debate to me that really illustrated what was really funny. So they were asking about the racial divide in the country and what can you do to alleviate it? And then secondly, a second question, a follow-up to that was, what have you done to ingratiate yourself with African Americans? And Hillary went on about what she did. What I found interesting about Trump's response was ... I own a club. You own a club
in Chicago.
In Chicago, that he feels like all of the people, all the patrons in the club, he really has a good relationship with. Trump, you can't tell me one name of that person that visits that club.
And then apparently my man went in and said that we need more stop and frisk and all that other stuff. Bruh, I'm gonna need you to go look at the numbers on stop and frisk.
I'm gonna need you to go look at the judge's opinion on it after ruling it unconstitutional. But here's my thing, man. It's just like the one thing that I thought Lester Holt did really, really well was when he asked him about impartial bias. And what can you do to stop that? Because that's really the key, the heart of the issue. Because I thought neither one of them actually purported that on their own. Now, I did like Hillary's response talking about reforming the criminal justice system. That is actually legitimate. That is something that needs to be done. But yeah, the impartial bias, and like they were saying, everyone has it. But until we start as a nation start talking about it and start trying to work our way through it, we're never going to be able to get peace. I had this conversation with my uncle the other day. It's like, look, man, people hate each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they ain't around each other. Our churches are the most segregated places in the country. And if you want to change some things, then you have to be around people, learn about people, care about people. Then you can start having a conversation about how to accept people. But until you do all of those, it won't ever happen.
It's simpler than that. Like, if you want to fix this whole thing, this is what needs to happen.
Okay.
We all just need to observe the golden rule. Period. Like across the board.
I missed that. Observe what?
The golden rule.
Oh, yeah.
If I treated every person I came across like I would want them to treat me, and they did the same, all of this goes away instantly.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly. I think across the board, we need we need to make sure that the family survives. There's so many broken homes, and it's led to a lot of broken people doing a lot of broken people things. And I think trying to make sure that we fix and make sure that families can deal with their problems and stay together. Because like, I mean, even my own circumstance, I'm divorced. My daughter lives 4 hours away from me. Mm-hmm. And that's gonna impact her. That's gonna impact her life. And, I mean, I have to do everything that I can to make sure that, she still knows that no matter what happens, even though I'm 4 hours away, I'm still there for her and all that other stuff. But making sure that family values become a point of emphasis. And, in the Black community, I mean, you have to make sure that we end stuff like mass incarceration for profit. Like that, all of that stuff comes into play in that. But I think observing the golden rule, which is the easiest way to fix all of this. That's the easiest way to fix all of this. And then starting with fixing the family. I think fixing the family and having a solid family base will fix a lot of the brokenness that we have in our society, just in general.
Right. Matt, you got something? Because I got something. If you don't, go ahead.
Well, I think, like Scar said, the golden rule, and everything, I think people have lost the ability to joke with each other. With social media and Facebook and all that stuff, people are typing in jokes to each other and that, and some people are taking the stuff too seriously. It's not like, the three of us be in a room or even video and face back and forth here. We know when we're joking. We got smiles on our faces. Sort of thing. I can say something, or if we're in a room, I can hit you on the shoulder and say, oh, come on, that type of thing. But with the social media and that, you don't have that.
Right.
Yeah, it's through text.
Literally.
Yeah, it's through text. Yeah, I'm with you.
Now let me say this. I'll say this. Now, Scar, I agree with you. The family should be there. But my question is this. And here's my thing. I won't even expound on it because I know you and I stand on different sides of this thing. But the golden rule is a Christian tenet. It is. It's the second commandment. And number two, when we say family values, and family ethics, what are we basing those on? The ones that have been the most successful.
We know what it's based on. Like, you don't have to preach to me. You don't have to do it.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to expound on it.
You're going to go that we need to bring God back into blah blah.
No, I'm just going to go with the continued absence of it. Well, and like I was telling my uncle and my mom when we was having this conversation, I said, but because of the way the country is going, I don't see us ever getting any peace. I honestly don't, because I don't know at what point people are going to stop the downward trend that we're going or stop the path that we're on right now and reverse course. Because you can't call it a 90-degree turn. It is a true 180. And so to get back. But like I said, I don't think it'll ever be different. And here's the thing. We can't legislate people to be nice to other people. You can't say, hey, go be nice to that person. You just can't do it. So my thing is, how are we going to do it as a country? And a lot of people are wanting, I kind of felt the question was a little disingenuous at the debate, because they're like, okay, as a president, what are you going to do this? Well, the answer is to treat everyone like you want others to be like you want to be treated. But you can't legislate that. You can't write that into a bill or an ongoing resolution, and you sure as heck can't enforce it. So my thing is, I think we're stuck right now. And I think something else is going to have to change, either in the paradigm of the American people, one way or the other. So,
well, as Conspiracy Brother would say, as the beginning of the age of Aquarius, all of these things that we believe to be, no, I'm kidding. Right. I've actually heard that before. Like what we're seeing right now is the changing of the ages, and what's going to happen going forward is the revitalization of what we believe to be our religions. Like, our religions have to die so new religions can come along and change society globally, not just changing, being a Christian or a Muslim. Like, something else is going to come and is going to, to change everything as it is. Right. I've heard that before. I'm not saying I believe it, because I have a hard time with belief in general. But yeah, I've heard that before.
Okay. Well, as I said,
it's the goal. The goal of Illuminati is to facilitate the change of the ages.
Well, I'm gonna change.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what I've heard.
I just think all of that stuff is ridiculous, and I would love to debate people who think that. Like, that's just it. I would love to debate them here. But okay, so let's get on, because I'm looking forward to having fun on these talks here. So okay, if you guys haven't looked at the show notes, I told you that the time of the season, fall, is one of my best times. I love pumpkin spice everything. Matt is drinking on some pumpkin spice beer.
So y'all out here getting white girl wasted, huh? I've never had pumpkin spice anything.
Well, I tell you what, next time you go to Japan, Mike, get you some pumpkin spice fries from McDonald's, because they're selling them over there.
That's
I saw that. I saw that. I'm vehemently against any fries that don't just have ketchup and maybe some salt on it. Like, you know what? Even if I put chili cheese on some fries, I'm still putting some ketchup on it. Like, it does going.
Why? Yeah, that ain't right.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Still gonna put some ketchup on it.
Thanks, man.
I'm still gonna put some ketchup on it because I don't believe in fries without ketchup. And if I can't put ketchup on pumpkin spice, that doesn't sound good at all. I'm good.
Okay, so McDonald's has these pumpkin spice fries. Now, normally in October, normally they run these chocolate cover fries that has like the dark brown covering, but then for the pumpkin spice flavor, they ran some orange over it. So now it looks like a Halloween fry, right? But it's pumpkin spice and with a little chocolate drizzle. And they say it's very, very popular in Japan. But my thing is, why pumpkin spice fries? And I was telling Elaine, E.T. Dragon, because she loves taste testing anything pumpkin spice because it's generally horrid and she loves it. She loves it. I really want her to like get some of those and just try them. It would be great to get her reactions live on the air. But I just think it's weird, man. Like I pumpkin spice on a lot of things, but not my fries.
It's getting out of hand, is what it is.
Yeah.
And especially when you go in the middle of August, when it's 100 degrees out, and you go to the grocery store, and all of a sudden you see all the pumpkin stuff coming out already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the pumpkin beers here were out in the beginning of August, and I'll buy.
Right. I was in Target yesterday, and I saw pumpkin spice candy corn. Like, people already don't like candy corn.
I love candy corn.
Me personally, I love candy corn. Candy corn is good in small doses. The more you eat, the worse it gets. But and especially if you get the mix. If you get the mix, you straight with the pumpkins and the what they call it, the Indian corn.
I don't know that.
I'm gonna go chew on my PS4 controller because it's just plastic. Is all you're eating there.
Stop it! Stop
it! It's whack.
If you don't like candy corn, you are a communist. You are a communist. Well, no. You shut your commie mouth.
Y'all silly, man.
I'm going to get Vladimir Putin, and the three of us going to have a communist party here in my house.
I love candy corn. I mean, it is great. Now I got to go look for that pumpkin spice candy corn in Walmart.
Please
That's what's up.
Please don't. It was at Target, but please don't.
Is it Target? Okay, I might have to hit up the J. But no, Mike. So we talk about sweets on this show a lot, man. I don't know. Are you ready to talk about your cookie endeavor?
Yes, I can talk about it. I am going to start producing cookies to distribute, and I'm just getting started. I put the prices and stuff up on today. I decided to forego a website as opposed to a Facebook page. So that everybody knows where they can contact me. All of the information is there. There was no point of doing a separate website for that. And then you place the orders. And I have a whole, I went through the list and I named all of the cookies that I already made and stuff like that. I tried to be creative with some. Some of the names didn't work, so I ended up having to change them. So it was just a real crazy ride trying to get all of this stuff squared away. But I think I'm finally at the point where I can go ahead and get these cookies made and sent out. So if you want to go by and check the Facebook page, it is MC3, which is Michael Corbin's Culinary Creations. It's Michael Corbin's Confectionary Creations -MC3, and you can find it there. And place an order. The orders are coming fast. So initially, it's going to be hard to make it to everybody, like, really quickly, but I will do them as fast as I can, and I will get them to you as fast as I can. Cookie prices, delivery and shipping prices are all on the page, so you know exactly what you need to do. If I'm shipping to you, how, and the PayPal is there. All that stuff is set up and ready to go. And let's try to make these cookies. I ain't got no job, so I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Right. And here's my thing, Mike. I'm gonna be in there supporting you. So all the brothers gonna be in there supporting you. We already got your back. I'm looking forward to it.
My strong suggestion is the male All Chips Matter cookies. They are the favorite. Yep. They are the favorite They are the favorite cookie that I make. All Chips Matter is semi-sweet, either vanilla chips or white chocolate. You can specify. Mostly, a lot of times I go with the vanilla. It works great with the vanilla. And then almonds and pecans to represent the nuts on both sides.
Pecans,
pecans, brother.
How about the caramel chips?
I got some. I can talk about that. If you need some substitutions, I know how to do that. But the All Chips Matter male cookies, I specify male and female for with and without nuts. Those are the favorite cookie that I make. And I would suggest starting there. Even if you don't want the nuts, you can get some female cookies, and I got you.
Uh-huh. Now I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it, man. And like I said, when I order some, I'm gonna order some specifically without nuts, so you're gonna make them so my son can consume them. So
yeah. And I'm going to. I think I don't really want to call them D's nuts, but I want to make some. I want to make some chocolate chip cookies that has all three of the main nuts in them.
Mm-hmm.
Almonds, pecans, walnuts. I really want to make a D's nuts cookie, but I know I don't want to. It's like that line. I don't want to go too far. So yeah.
You're already doing the All Chips Matter cookie, so yeah, you might as well go on with the D's nuts.
Yeah, but I got All Chips Matter and I got Dark Chips Matter too. For dark chocolate cookies, because I don't personally care for dark chocolate. But if you care about dark chocolate, you can be my guest. Order some Dark Chips Matter.
Yeah. I love dark chocolate.
Yeah, and I had to go through process of not wanting to get sued, so I had to change the Almond Joy cookie to Joyous. I had to change the Snickers cookie to Satisfaction, like stuff like that. Like that was the process of naming last week what to do and all. Like I hope people understand what Joyous and Satisfaction means as replacements for those things. But
people coming through, and I'm sorry guys, I had a massive freeze, so I was just going ahead wrapping up the show. I did want to talk about Luke Cage and stuff.
How you just going to start wrapping up the show when we were talking about cookies?
Oh, my bad. I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not.
You froze. We didn't.
We've been here talking about cookies.
Okay. Fine then. No, seriously though. Y'all check out Mike. Support Mike. And because I plan on doing it for sure.
Yeah. You can put the link in the show notes. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I want that link.
Yeah. And then Luke Cage is fantastic.
Off the chain.
For some people, it may turn you off. It's really, really good, but it is really black. It's just
really black.
It's really black. I mean, it's the Star is Black, takes place in Harlem, and the bad guys. Their goal is to one of the bad guys. Her goal is to revitalize Harlem and make it black again, because we saw what happened to Brooklyn. So. It's really good. I think it's Netflix Marvel's best so far.
I think it's really up there. Yeah, definitely. Daredevil is still a little bit better, but I haven't finished Luke yet, so it's right there with it right now. Right now.
Yeah, I finished it in. I watched most of it one day, and then I watched the last episode the next morning.
Okay.
I mean, I get no job.
Right. You might as well get something done, right? No, Matt, if you haven't seen it, man, it is kind of Afrocentric, but you know what? That's not the good part about it. The good part about it is just the maturation that he takes down through there. It's really, really good. And like Will was saying, he loves all the reference to the rest of the Marvel Universe and Luke Cage. He's absolutely right, man. It just continues to keep you engaged and understanding and cognizant of the fact that, hey, he plays like he's in the same universe as the Avengers and Daredevil and Jessica. Like they let you know. So
right. There's a ton of references. And there's even the Stan Lee. the Stan Lee cameo actually happens.
Yeah, that's what Will was saying, and I'm looking forward to that. But my boy Simpson just let me know that one of the producers on the show went to our college. Me and Simpson both went to Truman State University, and one of the producers on Luke Cage went to our school, and that's awesome. Yeah, that's really, really cool, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, they were always really good about if he's a minority, one of the producers is a minority, they were really good about giving out like scholarships to minorities and stuff. It was really, really good. That's why most of my friends are from Chicago and St. Louis and Kansas City, and they're like all black. And so because the school did a really, really good job with that. So but no, man. So no, I enjoy truly Luke Cage. It is really, really good. If you haven't watched the show yet on Netflix, get on it now. Don't even play around. I know other shows are on tonight. Get on Luke Cage. And
I need to get to Westworld. That seems like it's gonna be good. It seems like it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna have to. I don't have my Fire Stick with me, so I can't really watch it right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna get on that Westworld. It looks really good. Even though I don't really care that much about westerns. Shout out to Jay Bird who convinced me to play Red Dead. Right. But yeah, I'm very interested in Westworld and the kind of pseudo Jurassic Park nature of it, because of course it was written by Michael Crichton. The original book. The original book. I mean, apparently that guy had a thing for amusement parks. But
right. Someone was just a grown kid. Someone was just a grown kid.
Yeah, No, I did not.
You need to go. You need to watch that. You need to watch the original Westworld and then watch
it. Is it on Netflix? Because I don't really watch much of the stuff on Netflix.
It's not. You'd have to rent it somewhere. You'd have to rent it from Amazon or something.
Okay, I'll see how I can pull that off.
Yeah,
I might be able to pull that off with the stick. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what it is. Know what it is. All right, guys. We've been punching Scar's man card for the last couple of weeks. Especially last week with the Freakum dress and all the female songs and stuff. Well, look, man card punch this weekend because I finally got caught up on Naruto Shippuden, the anime. Man, it's strong. I watched like 8 episodes that this past weekend. I must have shed tears on like 3 of them. Like, it's good. It is legitimately good. So seriously, like, if you're not watching an anime, you need to watch Shippuden. Not even the regular Naruto, because they go over all the other stories and stuff in Shippuden, so you don't even need it. Because Shippuden is much more mature, and it's much more well written, and it's very, very good. Shippuden right now sits at number 3 in my all-time anime list, just under Death Note and then Bleach, and then Shippuden's number 3. With Dragon Ball sitting around 5. It's really good. It's really, really good. Seriously, and it's almost wrapped up. So
I can't find anime. I thought it was wrapped up.
So much hating. It's almost.
I thought it was wrapped up.
No. Well, at least it may be wrapped up in Japan. I'll say that the simulcast English version is not the subtitle version is not wrapped up yet. So at least on Hulu, I haven't seen the final episode yet. But it's so good. It's so well done. So that's really about it. That's all I had. Matt, man, thank you so much for coming on, dog. It was a pleasure. It was fun. It was.
Thank you for having me on. This was fun. I like this.
Yeah, man. It's really, really cool to have you on, man. Before we get out of here, Matt, again, tell people one more time where they can find you and listen to you and hear your ramblings and musings.
Yeah, well, first off, check out the 40cast on iTunes or Stitcher and all that stuff. Check that out. Myself, Mike, Alex, Keith, and Eric every week come in your ear with a bunch of silly stuff and that. Catch me on Twitter, either the 40cast or Devious Mr. Matt. And, of course, my YouTube channel, Devious Mr. Matt, all one word. And check out some of my videos. I got a video I'll be uploading probably tomorrow night. I've been editing from over the weekend. Motorcycle ride I took and that. So check that out. But, thanks for having me on. This was fun. I really did enjoy this.
Yeah, no, anytime.
Yeah, this is awesome, and we ain't even got to edit.
Right, you ain't got to edit. All I do is pull the audio over into a template I got, and then all I do is compress it and just like do a couple of things that only take 2 minutes automatically, and then I make the post. It doesn't take long at all.
It's always great going on someone else's podcast or show when you don't have to do a damn thing but talk and do stuff.
Right, exactly. That's the reason why I wanted to do this.
Right. Scar was like, I'll podcast with you. I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna edit nothing, but I mean, I'll jump on with you. He gonna mute Jay this thing.
I'm on 4 podcasts. I edit one of them.
Just one. Just one.
Just one.
Well, okay, Scar, go ahead, man. Shout out, stuff.
Man, shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to Mr. Matt, of course. You know, Pod Fam. And just go check out the other shows. Dream Team got a new episode coming out. Of course, you're already here, so I don't really have to say Facetious. Just the tips and Scarcasm Live that we just put out our 300th episode, and it was a good one with the homie Double A. So I know a lot of y'all miss your boy and wanted to hear his voice, and you can do that. Do that.
Word up. Definitely do that, because I listened to the show and it was really, really good. I mean, would have been better had your boy been on, but it was great. It was great. No, seriously. Hey, shout outs to everybody in the chat. Shout outs to my boy Simpson, my boy Will, and shout outs to Ace, who dropped in for a second. Also, shout outs to Akila Cooper. That's the name
Don't nobody care about Ace.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
My man Simpson.
There's Simpson up in here. He said he's going to try to catch the show live. He actually had some time. So thanks for dropping in, bro. I appreciate it. Akila Cooper, that's the name of the lady who actually is a producer on Luke Cage that went to the same school. So
this nigga name is Hercules.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, shout outs to my boy Simpson. Hey, shout outs to again, the Merry Gamers Presents episode 399. They're going to be in episode 400 this week. Shout outs to Dad's.
Shout out to the homie Rashani, who was the guest resident last month.
Yep, guest and resident, along with Alfred. Sorry, I don't know where I got Albert from. Alfred, Maverick, GHR Maverick, and so shout outs to those two. It was a really great dynamic. It was really great to listen to. So shout outs to those fellas. Shout outs to all of their shows. Shout outs to the Gamer Husbands. Dad's Getting Grounded. Listen to them a little bit this week, and shout outs to EDG. Meef and everybody, and shout outs to Best Noobs. I actually played a little bit of Forza Horizon last night with AZ Rockslide from EDG, and he was in there with Best Noobs, and we got in there and we had a really good time.
Black shows matter still, punk.
Black shows matter. They need to get us on. Y'all need to get us on so we can talk about the black shows. I still can't believe of all the shows with the best theme song, Sanford the Sun wasn't listed in there. Like, it's an atrocity to all mankind.
And then your boy Meef tried to be like, if I was on,
he's like, I wouldn't there. I would have
got the flavor. Like, you trying to deflect the old Trump ass. Like the next thing that Meef would have started talking about his plan that he was in place.
I have a plan for all black shows. All right, y'all. Everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening to Facetious number 41 at the helm. Look, we'll be back again next week. Maybe we'll have a guest. Maybe not. I don't know. I do like the dynamic of a guest. It makes our shows about 5 minutes longer, so we can handle that. So, everybody, thank you so much for listening. Peace out, Warriors.
Peace out, Warriors.